Do you remember this video? Back on June 21st, 2011, 2 months ago, Rick Perry announces presidential run. If you go to Google on the 13th of August, Saturday, 2011, you'll notice that that's the third, fourth, and fifth link to this video and to Infowars.com. And I went ahead and announced for Rick Perry. You know, I live here in Austin. I have amazing sources. But I also had Jim Tucker, who's got 2 Bilderberg sources. And 4 years ago, he went to the Bilderberg group meeting to cover it. And his sources said Rick Perry is at the top of the list coming up, not in the next election, but the election after that. Not 2008, but 2012. And I interviewed Jim many times on the radio about it when he was at Bilderberg and then subsequently after. And it's on record, my film, out for 3.5 years, End Game, Blueprint for Global Enslavement. It's free on YouTube. If you'd like to support independent filmmaking and real journalism, you can also buy a DVD at Infowars.com. But that's a side issue. The point is, we laid all of this out. Now, I point out in this video, people ask, well, why are you announcing for him, even if you have Fox News sources, Austin sources, people on the security detail as sources? Why are you announcing it for him? Well, so that once he did announce, people would actually then go back and watch this video. And here it is. Rick Perry announces presidential run. That's the name of it. And that's June 21st, 2011. And you need to go watch the 14-minute video and take notes, where he's Al Gore's former chief of staff in Texas. Oh, yeah. Where he promotes forced inoculations, NAFTA superhighways, North American Union. Oh, during the last legislative session, he got himself ready to run for president. He did stuff like say he was against sanctuary cities. Vicente Fox came here 5 years ago. That's also an end game. It's in the extra. It's called Battle for the Republic. I'm sorry, this is just so sick. I mean, he is bold, folks, but Karl Rove runs him, so what do you expect? He's about as conservative as Mao Zedong. Look, to make a long story short, it's just too rich. Vicente Fox came to Austin to give him an award for setting up sanctuary cities and giving illegal aliens in-state tuition, something other American citizens from outside Texas don't even get. I mean, I could go on for hours. Now, he is actually from Texas. That's real. With Bush, he wasn't from Texas, and I'm tired of getting blamed and Texas made fun of for George W. Bush. Rick Perry is from Texas, and I'll give him that. He is from a little town, and that's true. But other than that, I mean, this guy is a complete phony and a total fraud. And one of the most recent examples was, I don't know, was it 11 months ago or so, almost a year ago, he came out and he said, I pledge I'm not going to run for president in 2012. There's too much has to be done for Texas. We may need to secede. It was all rhetoric. You see, 3 years ago, right as Obama was about to be elected in the election, conservatives and libertarians were mad at everybody, and they knew they'd been sold out. And so they would boo Rick Perry at proto-Tea Party events in Austin. Senator Cornyn got booed. Soon it spread to the Democrats and the whole health care debate about a year later, but they were getting booed. So he went from Mr. North American Union, forced inoculation, carbon taxes might be needed, to, well, I want machine guns, I want to secede, and I pledge I'm not going to run in 2012. I pledge to you as a good American. See, it'd be one thing if he broke his pledge, that's bad enough, but he always meant to break it. It was a fake pledge where he could be the hero that had to be drug into saving us, the reluctant hero. All manipulation. And that's the thing about him. We confirmed through Senator Dan Patrick and others here in Texas that Rick Perry would say he supported the anti-groping TSA bill and then covertly kill it himself. That came out. Or he would say he supported an amnesty. See, I had a Freudian slip. That's what he's really doing. He was against sanctuary cities when he's Mr. Amnesty. So that's what's incredible about this, is that everything he says he is the complete opposite. And sure, you see that today with corrupt politicians. But with Rick Perry, I mean, it is a strain of evil and duplicity I've never seen. I've never seen. I mean, most politicians will kind of halfway say they support some legislation that's constitutional, but then quietly not support it. But they don't push it, introduce it, and then kill it themselves over and over again. I mean, this guy is hardcore. And you have been warned. They don't want Ron Paul. They're coming out against him, demonizing him. The system's running scared. They want Mitt Romney or they want Rick Perry. Both of them would serve the globalist purposes. But I'm telling you, Rick Perry is their man. That's why the royalty of the RINO, big government, fake conservative, co-opter Republicans are endorsing him. That's why Rush Limbaugh is. That's why the big establishment Republican donors are telling him to run, and he did. That's why Beck is supporting him, because he is their man. If he doesn't make it, they want Mitt Romney. But they do want to get rid of Obama. He was the last fake messiah there to con people, so now they want to give him the fake right-wing flavor for austerity. Okay, I just want to play you now a few minutes of this video and watch the earlier videos I did today where I really break it all down. But here it is, and I suggest you go to Infowars.com or just type into the NSA search engine, Google, Rick Perry announces presidential run, and you can watch the full thing, but here's just a few minutes of it. Rick Perry's actions speak louder than words. Everything he's done so far tells the world, I'm running for president. And our inside sources confirm that's exactly what he's planning to do. That's right. Texas Governor Rick Perry has announced that he's running for the Republican nomination for president in 2012. And you're hearing it here first at Infowars.com. Now, as the world media tunes in to this video, they're saying, well, where else do we have this information? Well, you see, officially, Rick Perry hasn't announced that he's running for president. But in the real world, he has. And I want to talk about that right now. Almost 4 years ago, I released a film called Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, where we predicted that Rick Perry would be running for president coming up in 2012.
Now, Tim, my governor, Rick Perry, it's in the front of the Dallas Morning News. The headline reads, Texas Governor Rick Perry to attend Bilderberg. What does it mean to have the governor of Texas in the Dallas Morning News just admitting he's going to Bilderberg Group?
It means he's a potential president. Officially, Bilderberg considers Governor Rick Perry a potential president of the United States.
And he indeed is now positioning himself for that. You see, he told you that he had a pledge that he was not going to run for president in 2012, but now he's rethinking that pledge. To go through all the data is mind-boggling, but bottom line here, we have sources inside Fox News. We have sources inside Rick Perry's security detail. After all, I live here in Austin, Texas, been on the radio and TV for 16 plus years, and we've known that for more than a decade, Rick Perry has been groomed to run for president by none other than Karl Rove, who back in the mid-1990s got... Okay, that's it. Just go watch the whole video. Please warn everybody, and don't be conned. I mean, please, Al Gore's former chief of staff in Texas. A lot of you aren't going to listen, though. You hate Obama so much that you're going to vote for Rick Perry, and then you'll hate Rick Perry so much that you'll vote for the next Democrat, and they'll just keep playing this WWF, good cop, bad cop game on people as we go into total global tyranny under the private banking cartel that bankrolls all these people. The only real guy is Ron Paul, and that's why they're attacking him. He is the front runner. He's winning the majority of polls. Will you listen to their hoax that he can't win? I don't know. The good news is the worse things get, the more folks wake up. So if you don't listen this round, you'll listen next. And we're going to take America back. The answer to 1984 is 1776.